Meghan Markle and Prince Harry just cannot get a win, and now Hollywood appears to have had enough of the unloyal royals. Meghan and Harry receiving private tours of the destruction of areas that they don't live in. And it is, it's causing even the celebrities around them to say, seriously, what are you doing? Netflix surely now not so sure how Meghan Markle's new show will do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we are changing hearts and minds one video at a time. And of course, 4 videos a day, almost every single day, 365. The Hollyweirds wonder how it is we do what we do, but we do it for you folks because we love doing this. This is the dream, and we're happy that you're here with us. Folks, as we get ready to get started, consider clicking the like button, and let's now dive in, I suppose, to the disaster that is not just Los Angeles, but the entertainment career of Meghan Markle. Out of the New York Post, it is a tweet. Sorry, Elon. Kelly Osbourne calls out disturbing celebrities using LA fires as a photo op. Go home. Now, it is almost impossible to read this as anything other than a direct shot at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Let's see what the protege, the progeny of one Aussie, has to say. Here we go, folks.
Okay, I have a question. Is it just me being my normal overthinking, cynical self? Or is it really disturbing to see all of these celebrities using other people's pain and suffering as a photo op to say, look, I'm helping, I'm doing this, I'm doing that? I don't believe you help so that you can get attention for helping. I believe you just help because you want to. I'm so confused. I think it's so wrong. No one asked you to come out and give hugs.
All right, so we've got some of the celebrities not happy with Meghan Markle just as she gets ready to drop her Netflix special in about 2 months. But it's not just the celebrities, it is TMZ. Here's what TMZ has to say about Markle and Prince Harry. Folks, we're not here to tell you to like them or dislike them. We're not here to be mean. We're here to tell you what is the coverage of these two. Here we go.
They are tourists, disaster tourists.
So I got to say about this, I found it crazy that there are people, most people cannot get into these areas, especially Altadena, and they don't even know if their homes are still there because they're not letting people in. For Meghan and Harry to show up from Montecito, where they don't have a home there, and they're the ones that get in and they get a tour, for what reason are they getting a tour? So, I mean, I don't know what the ambulance chaser thing means or whatnot, but why are they getting a tour of this? For what purpose? What are they going to do?
Agreed. It does seem like ill use of resources.
All right, we'll come back to it, but needless to say, the coverage is not going the way that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had hoped. Lorena, Michelle, what say you in regards to these unloyal royals?
I'll let Lorena go first.
Tell me about cousin Meghan.
Oh, let me tell you about cousin Meghan. Yes, seriously. Yes, I am distantly related to Meghan Markle through her father. We have roots in New England.
Third cousins, folks, 12 times removed.
Yeah.
And Lorena keeps trying. She keeps coming back no matter how many times she's removed.
Yeah. This is so selfish. And yet again, this is about Meghan making a name for herself however way that she can. It's disgusting. It's profiting off of people's pain just to make her look good. And it really is so out of touch and so disgusting. And I'd really like to know who thought it was a good idea to let them in there to film this.
Well, and we need to say, too, that there are celebrities that are doing good things. For example, if we go to, we'll take a look at this out of Billboard. Metallica donates $500,000 to fire relief. We've got Beyonce. Beyonce has donated, I think it's like 2.5 million, something like that.
That's my other cousin.
And then we've also got Jay Leno, and we might watch some of this, but Jay Leno is there serving tons and tons of people food. Like he's literally there serving them the food. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry are giving out hugs, and maybe people need hugs, and maybe we're being too harsh with them. But clearly, the Hollywood intelligentsia has turned on them, and that's interesting to see. Michelle, is it over for these two?
Yeah, I think it's been over. They just don't want to accept that it's over. Anytime I see Meghan, whether it's the Netflix show, whether it's this, I just hear in the words of Mean Girls, stop trying to make fetch happen. Like this is not going to happen. Like the people, they just come across so out of touch. And this is just another case of them coming out of touch. These people have lost everything. And they take this. There's some rumor that they actually hired the camera people to be there, or at least notified them to be there.
Right.
If that truly is true and that comes out, it just shows the motive, the intent. It's not about anyone else. It's about them. And I think they do things like
Bill Burr now. I'm not sure. You weren't here, Michelle, for the Bill Burr video, but I can't decide who we're talking about here, Bill Burr or the Unloyal Royals. Continue. I apologize for interrupting.
No, it's fine. And in this case, it feels like them just trying to do something like actual royals would do. Like it's almost like Meghan thinks this is going to be her Princess Di hugging little kids with AIDS moment, but it's not. It's not the same thing. It's very much just comes across. We all see right through it. Everyone does. And I would feel totally different if they genuinely wanted to go help. Like another good example is Jennifer Gardner. Jennifer Gardner showed up. There's pictures of her cooking, cleaning, passing out meals. She's, on camera crying about she lost a friend. Like it's very personal to her. And it doesn't come across attention seeking. Like everything they do just comes across so attention seeking. And it just continues to push people away and make people not interested in them at all.
I think it's
a fascinating thing when, forgive me that I play with your screen here, but when TMZ is calling you out on a moral issue, you've lost the high ground.
You messed up. Yeah.
Well, let's play a little bit more of it, and then we'll get back to it. Here we go.
Let them in there.
Let the homeowners in to see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not sitting well with people in the community too, because look, if you have a celebrity escorted in, beyond the yellow tape, it's kind of like, well, what is their reason? And for them, it's, we want to raise awareness. There is no more awareness that needs to be raised. We know the destruction that happened there. We know that there's 20,000 GoFundMes of people that have lost their home. There is no business for them.
And remember, if somebody approaches these people where everything's gone and says, hey, I'll give you $1 million for this plot of land. If the house was worth $1.5 million before it was burned to the ground, sorry, you're acting illegally. That's the Gavin Newsom moment. Let's take a look at what Jay Leno is doing, as opposed to what we just saw with Meghan Markle. Here is Jay Leno. We'll see how the reaction is here.
Jay Leno, pleasure to have you here at News Nation. Tell us what you're doing and how's it going and what you're seeing.
Well, it's great. We've I was down there and I said, everybody's got box lunches, which are nice, but I thought, well, so we were out and we bought about $21,000 worth of ribs and chicken and everything. Let's start cooking it up for the guys and give them a hot meal. My God, these guys can eat. They went through the whole thing. And we need more food. We got more food today, got more food tomorrow, more food Thursday. But, it is a brilliant military operation. I was at Bagram Air Force Base. We're doing USO shows and things over there. This is exactly like that.
All right. We'll pause there. Yep. Sorry, commercial.
I just want to say something about Jay Leno. Full disclosure: when I lived in LA,
Jay Leno, I'm out. I'm just done. If you're like, well, that's my first question.
No, when I lived in LA, I swear I saw Jay Leno like everywhere. He's famous for having this like car collection. I've been at like In-N-Out where he's been in front of me and you hear him like yelling into the thing, ordering fries, and he's driving up Hollywood Boulevard, eating his fries and stuff like that. He's always like out in the community, and him doing something like this, it's not a surprise. But it's wonderful to see.
I mean, Meghan Markle has been criticized so badly, and and some of those things I think are justified. But like Lorena was pointing out, the juxtaposition, and you set it up brilliantly, Pro, between Jay Leno and Meghan Markle, Jay Leno is definitely part of that community. And I think people think highly, especially within that community, of Jay Leno himself versus Meghan Markle. You know, I know she might have grown up there, right? But she doesn't necessarily feel a part or attached to that community. I believe they live in San Bernardino, about 90 miles away from LA County. Okay. They're very remote. And especially when you have that Netflix show coming out pretty soon here, I think this is where the disaster tourist or grief grifter kind of language comes into play with this specific issue, because it doesn't feel genuine, doesn't feel sincere. And you know, I know I believe there's a write-up on page 6, I believe, talking about how you know, oh, they did a bunch of work, they did a bunch of charity work, and they did a bunch of stuff before, you know, this specific photo op. And it's like, yeah, but this is, you know, this is people's first impression. And I think it's a great point to be made. Many people, almost nobody, has access to these homes, to their homes that were burnt down, and yet Meghan Markle has special priority access.
Right. What's her authority that's based on? I'm just curious. You know what it is. What in her title says to the fire people in Los Angeles? Hey, drop your hoses, drop what you're doing. Meghan Markle is here. She's a Netflix star, and unfortunate, definitely.
Last thing I was going to say is I think in regards to Meghan, it's why I say stop trying to make fetch happen. Really, I believe 2020 was the year that ended the charades of celebrities like feeling like they could save us. It started with the Imagine video where, you know, they just sang in their mansions, and we were all supposed to feel so good about ourselves because of that.
Michelle, I love to sing to people that there's no afterlife, just as their loved ones have passed away. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Genius celebrity move.
It is, but and even in 2020, you began to see the decline even of people like the Kardashians, and you know, I'm just going to keep it real. The Kardashians are more entertaining than Meghan. So if they are struggling in this time, who else is struggling? Because people are just tired in this bad economy after COVID. They're tired of watching these celebrities who are so out of touch, who live these extravagant lives and just show it off in front of us all the time. That's just kind of out. Like it's no one's into it anymore.
Imagine there's no love. Imagine you don't have a family. It's a wonderful thing to sing at funerals, at you know, after tragedies. Just wonderful, just wonderful. That Lennon guy. And every time I hear back in the USSR, those Beatles were on it, man. They were just on it. Put this baby to bed. This video is over. Turn off the lights, but not quite yet, folks, because we do ask one final thing before we say goodbye, and that is, would you consider clicking the like button? Share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Also greatly appreciated, anytime you would like to share this out on your favorite social media platforms, well, we would love that. And we'd also love to hear your thoughts. Folks, drop a comment down below and use that beautiful mind of yours. If you would not mind, we'd love to know what you're thinking. Also, if you would like to become a member of the channel, it's as simple as clicking the join button. It is the price of a soda per month, and you'll gain access to all kinds of new, cool, exclusive information. Folks, until the next time we have the honor of spending time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.